In this section of the lesson, we will be looking at some modern techniques that can help couples who cannot have children to help them to have children. So there are three methods mentioned in your book, that is in vitro fertilization, surrogacy and sperm banks. Now many a times some couples, they may face some problems. For example, in the girls, the females, they may have irregularity in their menstrual cycle, or they may have difficulties in egg production or oocyte production. They may have some obstruction or some obstacles in the passage or the oviduct, or sometimes the egg may not be able to implant itself after it's fertilized in the uterus wall. So all these problems. Men also may have problems. For example, they may have very low sperm count, or maybe the movement of the sperms is very slow, or the sperms may have some kind of abnormalities. So various reasons are there. So let us look at how these modern technologies can help such couples. The first method we have is in vitro fertilization, or IVF, or you may have heard it as test tube babies. Okay, so in that the mother is given some kind of hormonal injections and medicines, due to which the follicles, they start developing and maturing. Once the egg is matured, okay, they use a technique wherein a fine needle is put into the ovary, and the mature egg or the ova is sucked out and put into a test tube. Then the sperms are also collected from the male parent, and in the laboratory, in a test tube, the egg and sperm are made to unite, and a one-celled zygote is formed, and the zygote will immediately divide by mitosis to produce a ball of cells, and in a particular stage, the egg is then implanted back into the uterus of the same mother, where the ball of cells or the blastocyst will implant itself into the uterus wall, and after a few months the baby will start developing and will be delivered in a few months. The second technology is surrogacy. Now in surrogacy, basically surrogacy uses an IVF technique itself. So the same IVF technique is used, but only thing, when the egg, fertilized egg has to be implanted, it is not implanted in the mother, from where we've got the egg. It's implanted into another person, and this person, who only is carrying the child and probably nourishing the child with the food cord that's going to be attached, this person is called as a surrogate mother. So the surrogate mother only carries the child and looks after the child till the child is born. Once the child is born, it is given to the biological parents. So these are the actual biological parents. The child will have the genes of these two parents, and not of this person. And third thing that's given in your book is the sperm bank. So the sperms are taken from the male, and they are kept in certain test tubes under certain conditions, like in a refrigerator. They are frozen, and probably they can be used by some couples who require some sperms, because maybe the sperm count is too low, or there are no sperms in the semen, and therefore they can use the sperms of another person. Of course, everything is kept quite secret, and they do not know who the person is.